Welcome back to my channel, The Seger Stories. I'm Jennifer Seger. It is Monday, August 2nd, I believe, and I thought I would pop on and do another weekly vlog this week. I had done my first one a couple weeks ago and I really enjoyed it. Our Monday and Friday through Friday is a little bit different because I work outside the home, but we do usually have a lot going on, especially right now. We are house hunting, and so we are looking at least a couple this evening, so I thought I'd bring you along for that. And we've been kind of dashing in and out of the house looking at homes. Over the weekend, we put in another couple offers that got rejected. That just seems to be the story of our life. And it's like we put in one and then we wait. At least we got a quick decision, so we got to go look at another couple houses, put in another offer, found out last night we didn't get it. It's just, we live in an expensive area with a really, really tight market. I mean, I know the market is tight everywhere, but we are just finding that houses are going 50, 60,000 more, and we're not willing to be $60,000 upside down on a house. I mean, I know nobody will know how the market evens out, but anyway, long story. We don't want to be in a bad position if the market turns and if this crazy goes away. So we're just doing what we can and saying a prayer. So far, it hasn't led us to our house, but we know God has our house out there for us. So we're going to keep looking. Anyway, I just thought I would pop on and do a little bit of an intro this morning. It should be a fun and busy week, and I'm excited to have you along with us. Hello. Well, remember when I checked in this morning? It was about 7:30. And now it is 6:30, and this is literally the first chance I've had to pick up the phone. So I promise we'll be doing things in this week's vlog. They just haven't happened yet today. I had a crazy busy day at work, and then sorry, our GPS is on. We are driving to look at houses right now, but I had a crazy day at work, and then a note popped up on my phone that I had to be at the chiropractor in like 15 minutes. So I'm like, thankfully, I was working from home in the afternoon and panicked and threw everything together, let everybody know I was going to be out, threw this 32 ounce, what are these called again? Bottle, that's a certain brand, Hydro Flask bottle, in the car, full, threw it on the front seat, didn't have time to even take a drink of it. Anyway, went to the chiropractor, picked up some takeout, went home, ate really quick because we knew we had to look at houses. I just got in the car, sitting in the passenger seat to drive over there, picked up this bottle. It was completely empty and my seat is soaking wet. So thankfully I'm sitting partially on. We keep this picnic blanket in the car and it has a vinyl side, so I have that down so I'm not getting wet. But anyway, that's my crazy story, and it just seems like the perfect end to how crazy, well, not end, but it's on par with how this crazy day has been going. But we are on our way over to Stillwater, which we haven't been looking much at homes in that location. It's probably about 15-20 minutes outside where we've been looking, but we are just tired of getting rejected offers. So we thought we would go look at a couple houses. They're almost identical, and they're across the street from one another. They went on the market on Friday and managed to survive through the weekend, which has not happened very often in our experience. Things are going like on the market Thursday or Friday, and then they're calling for highest and best by Saturday. So we'll see how these houses look and check in with you later. So both the houses we are looking at tonight are in Stillwater, Minnesota, which is I'd say about 15 minutes from where we live now. And this first one, it looked really, really great in the pictures, but when we got there, it was different seeing it in person, and especially the backyard. Fences missing. There were just odd things like this bathtub spout in the middle of the wall and crazy decals. We were kind of wondering as we were going through the home if this was maybe something where multiple people lived here. It was just, I can't describe it really well. The setup was just different. Although it had a nice big master closet. I mean, that was a big selling point. There was a lot of storage. We liked the layout of the kitchen. But crazy things like we thought this was a really high-end stone backsplash. And when we got up close, it is legit just wallpaper or like a peel and stick something. walking downstairs to this completely separate room, like it had a door and then it has this separate kitchen, living area. This is kind of why we wondered if maybe they had rented it out. Maybe it was like a group home type situation. It was just really different and the layout seemed a little funky. So almost right away, we had decided that this isn't one we were going to be interested in. And the crazy wallpaper hadn't stopped with the backsplash in the kitchen. Every room had like a paint theme and a border, and those aren't big things to change or anything, but it was just kind of funny. This house was really themed out in some rooms, and it had this like 80-gallon water heater, which is another reason we thought it was maybe a group home or multiple living situation. So we were really excited about the second house. That was just across the street and a very similar layout. It had one less bedroom, but it felt more like a single family home. We were, again, loving the kitchen layout. There was a lot of space and a lot of storage. And I kind of like in both houses, it had this little like peekaboo window so you could see who's coming in and kind of creep out over that. It let in a lot of light. The light in this house especially was just great. You can see the sun coming in the evening from that west facing window, and then on the east there was a deck and a nice big yard on this one. This one actually also backed up to a park, which was a huge selling point. You wouldn't have any neighbors and it was really quiet. Both of them did only have 2 bedrooms on the main level, and ideally we would like to have 3 on the main level. That's also a huge selling point if you were ever going to resell a home, to have 3 on the main level. We've heard that from our realtor and many others, that immediately ups the value of your home and the desirability. But decent size master. The only thing that was really strange in this house that was kind of, I don't want to say it was a deal breaker, but it was close, was this tub. This would be a great house for somebody that had mobility issues, but for us, it's not something that we need. So it was something that we would need to replace pretty immediately, I would think. And the basement was gorgeous. I didn't get a lot of footage here, but really good selling point that it had a fireplace. Good morning and happy Tuesday. So yesterday was a bit crazy. We went to look at those 2 houses, and I think I would have put some footage in. I did film a little of them. The first one was kind of a disaster. As soon as we walked in, we could see that the vinyl floors, they looked like wood floors online, but they were definitely just like a vinyl roll, and they had some major damage. The backsplash in the kitchen that looked like a gorgeous stone with like a piece of wallpaper, and it was just a really weird layout, kind of shabby. And I think the clincher was the neighbor's backyard was like full of junk, and it just looked really dumpy. So it wasn't for us, but the house across the street, which was somewhat similar but a different floor plan, it had 1 less bedroom. It was really nice, and we left that house because we loved so much about it. We loved the kitchen, kind of the layout, we loved it. Fireplace in the basement. We were thinking, yep, this is the one we're going to go put in an offer. And then we got over to our realtor's office and we started talking about it more, and everything it needed. It had this kind of strange bathtub, kind of one for like a senior that would need to get in a tub. So I guess not strange, but just, something that wasn't usable for us. We would have wanted to replace it with something more conventional, and the bedrooms were smaller. And Nate had found some things with the furnace that needed some major repair. And even though we could have found those things on an inspection, it just felt like we'd have to, again, put in more money than we wanted and have a lot more projects on our hands. So ultimately, we decided that wasn't the house for us. And it's just so emotionally exhausting to go through all this and look at these homes, and you have to decide in like 5, 10, 15 minutes whether you're going to make the biggest purchase of your life. And things are crazy. I mean, the ones we were looking at, we were all going in like, what's wrong with them? They've been on the market for 3 days. And it's like, that didn't used to be a thing. So we were driving home last night, and Nate said, should we maybe take a break? And we're thinking about it. I guess we'll kind of keep an eye on things, but we're just kind of beat after, the 2 offers we lost this weekend and then that adventure last night. And then we came home and I was stress cleaning. Nate helped me. We got a lot of the house picked up and our bed made because I had washed the sheets and everything put away. So I did feel better this morning, kind of waking up to a new day and a clean house. And it's about 7:30 on this fine Tuesday morning. I'm just sitting outside. I've been listening to a little bit of a Bible study. I just picked some different videos through Right Now Media, and they have daily videos like 10, 15 minutes. So I've just been enjoying the gorgeous sunrise, and I have a latte in my Yeti cup. I ran a double shot espresso through the Nespresso twice. So I don't know if that makes it a quad shot. I'm just going to call it a double. Little hazelnut in there and some froth milk. So that is delicious. And had some eggs for breakfast. Ruby and I went on a long walk. So today is just really starting out on the right foot. Happy Tuesday. Hey Nate, what are you making for dinner?
We're having tacos.
Tacos. Let me show you guys. Welcome to Tuesday evening. It's about 6:30. Nate is just finishing up some taco meat there. We've got some cut up romaine, shredded all the cheese we had in the fridge because it was starting to look a little moldy. So I'm going to get that shredded in the freezer. And we've got some salsa, sour cream, and some guacamole packs. We just buy them in these individual packets. A couple different brands were in the fridge. That's Costco, and I think this is a Walmart brand. We just keep these in the freezer till we want them, then we plop them in some hot water and let them thaw out. So yeah, that's dinner. We're gonna have some yummy taco salads tonight. While we are waiting on dinner, I thought I would show you what came in the mail today. I got these from Etsy. I think the shop is called OMG Designs. I'll link them below. As you know, if you've been watching the channel at all, we are going to Disney in September, and they just announced the mask mandate, and I kind of took advantage. These were still half off on Etsy because the mask had kind of gone away. So I got one for Nate and I. Can you guess whose is whose? And I also got in the mail today from Amazon. I'm not even going to try this on. I'll put a picture in of what it looks like on the model, but I will never show anybody what it looks like on me. It's terrible. So I think I'm going to return that. And then if I can make a UPS drop off, we've got these free recycle bags from Nespresso. It's full and needs to get dropped off to be recycled. So I'm really, really excited that it is going to be a chill evening. It's been really stressful the last few days, so I'm excited to eat some yummy food, dig in, and then maybe run a couple errands, but mostly just relax tonight. Okay, taco salad is done. That looks so yummy. We had some little chip crummies left over on the side there. Yum. Okay, I'm at Kohl's. They do have some stuff out, but not a ton. It seems like supply is not really meeting demand. I'm just so into looking at fall decorations. There is some cute stuff. This boo sign is really cute. Oh, it lights up. Oh, that's so cute. How much is it? $50, $49.99. I did bring a return in from Amazon, and so I do get an extra 25% off for that, which is kind of nice. These are kind of cute. I really need to take stock of what I own before I start buying anything, though. Cuteness. It looks like it's kind of spread out by department here because they have some rugs and super cute throw pillows. That would have been cute for summer too. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed. And all of these come up. This is so adorable. I really need to look at what I have, but I'm pretty sure I don't have a lot of Halloween stuff. I used to because I lived in a big house before I moved down to the area, and I really downsized. So I think I got rid of a lot of what I had, but I'm telling you, this is tempting right now. $40. Buy one, get one, but I get 25% off. I don't think I can do it, but it's so stinking cute.
impressive rank in that collection of medals she now has from the Olympics. Let's find out. She's joined.
Ouch. Bro.
Olympic medal. Nastya and Tim were speculating, thinking
What kind of
that maybe
mask
this
is that?
the sweetest. What do you think?
It's like Darth Vader.
I definitely agree. I've been through so much this whole week, and these finals sort of come away with a medal when I didn't think
It's
I was
square.
going to get cleared to compete means a lot.
Maybe it's like that
Like
Ralph.
Air filter.
Maybe it's like the Ralph Lauren cooling mask,
It's
like
like
the
an air
jackets.
filter inside of it, it looks like.
Is that your professional HVAC opinion, that there's an air filter?
Yeah, because it's got the like the lines like a filter would have.
Weird. Hello and happy Wednesday. It is, I think, almost 6 o'clock, and I did not check in this morning or all day today. It's been a busy day, starting with I didn't get out of bed until after 7. I usually am up pretty early, especially this time of the year with the sun, but Wednesdays are Nate's late start day, and then he works later in the evening, and I think I was just, I don't know what, piggybacking off of that because it was after 7 when I got up, so it was kind of a rushed morning and a busy day at work. I worked all day in the office today, and now I got home and had some fun packages come in the mail, so I thought I would just hop on and share that with you. Okay, the first one I got is from Tarani. This is really just me restocking our coffee bar, but I got kind of a big haul on our favorites. And then if you spend over a certain amount, you get free shipping. So I tacked this little guy on for like $7 instead of paying $9 in shipping. So I thought I'd try out some sugar-free, but usually what I get are the Pure Made syrups, and I think I have a video, I'll link it above here, where I show you how I put together my little coffee bar. But I ordered a couple of vanillas because that goes most quickly. Oh, I got 3 vanillas, so that's good. Those go really fast. I'd say I use that most mornings. Lately, I've really been enjoying a hazelnut, so I picked up another one of those because I have about half of that one. This one, I have half of a pump size bottle, so 16-ounce bottle. I have 8 ounces left, so I picked up this huge bottle of the pumpkin spice. This one ran out last year, as did the peppermint, right when the weather started getting chilly, so I wanted to have that on hand. And then I also like bourbon caramel. I'll use this more for the ice drinks, but that is what I got from Tarani. And then on the same note, we got a fun little box here from Nespresso. Now, Nespresso can be expensive, so I kind of put in a couple big orders. I would say we'll call it once a quarter if you divide your life into quarters every 3 months. Lately, I've really been liking this Adagio. Again, I don't speak Italian. I know I've butchered these in other videos I've done too. But I have the Verturo machine, so it takes different pods, and this will do a full, almost 8-ounce cup. They're all rated for a 7 on intensity, and over the years, I've been trying some. I really like this one. I will do in a cup, a big tumbler with some almond milk. So I think I got quite a few of those, maybe like 4 or 5. I usually do a double espresso pod through twice when I do a latte proper with milk and whatnot. This is kind of my, when I'm jonesing for Starbucks, but this is a different type of double espresso. It's the Scuro, but you can see it gives the fluid ounces 2.7, and it's a pretty intense. So that's just 2 shots of espresso, and I got quite a few of those, I think. I'm not even sure, but that might have been the only couple kinds that I got in here. I just wanted to really stock up on what I'm loving right now. Oh, no, I got another one. I got the Costa Rica, which is also a little less. It's a 5-ounce, but it's the 7 at intensity. And I've had this one before and have really enjoyed it. So that's what I got from Nespresso. And then whenever you order, you do get a little sample. And I've had these samples like 3 times. The vanilla custard pie is really good. The caramel cookie is, I say caramel. I know a lot of people say caramel, but this one's just meh. So do with that what you will. So that is all of the Nespresso. I gotta find homes for that and put away. Then, my goodness, it's like Christmas in the Seger household here. We got another couple Amazon. Hold on, I actually might need to put the camera down just while I unbox these. Okay, unboxing done. I got a pair of leggings, believe. I don't know how well they're showing up on camera. Just pretty basic black capri length leggings, and I like them because they have a little pocket on the side. I wear leggings a lot, especially starting in the fall, and you know, like today I wore them to work. And then I also got, it's weird that they sent these separately, a shampoo and conditioner, but I had seen this brand online, this Acure, to help. It's like vegan and it doesn't have sulfates and things, so it's supposed to be very good for your hair. And then to help with my volume, it's the Vivacious Volume Conditioner. So we'll see how those goes. I'm waiting on shampoo. And then while I'm filming, I didn't even unpack my little treasures. I'll start over here. I went to Kohl's last night, as I was mentioning, because I needed to do this return for Amazon. And, oh gosh, this is getting tangled all over the place. I needed to do a return drop off for Amazon. And when you do that at Kohl's, they give you a 25% off. So I got this, it's just a basic sweater. It is, what brand? Gaiam? Geez, I'm the worst at pronouncing things, but it is this brand. It's a fairly expensive brand that I've seen at Kohl's before. The lighting is just terrible in here because it's kind of a cloudy day, but it was marked down so significantly. Trying to pull the tag out here so I can show you. Yeah, so I don't even know how many price differences there were, but it was marked down to $13, and then I could also use my 25% off coupon on that. So I just thought, I don't know, with the cold weather coming, I'm obviously ready for fall and in winter season to get here. So with that coming, it's just kind of a fun, cozy sweater that was super cheap. I was also right by the dollar store, and I'd been wanting a little travel mirror so I can see the back of my head while I'm traveling. And then I also went over to Home Goods last night. No idea why, just on the hunt for fall decor, wanted to run in there. I got this for Nate. I actually texted him, are you okay with the color? And he said he was fine with it. I had gotten, this is discontinued color, so I've been seeing them in the clearance bins at Home Goods and TJ Maxx, 20 bucks. I don't know why I compare at 25. I feel like this 32-ounce Hydro Flask is more like, for the other colors, compare at a $40, $50. So I thought that was a good deal. And then I did buy one fall decor thing. Isn't this adorable? I was thinking, because I have tiered trays, I might make one Halloween themed. I'm not sure yet, but this was too good to pass up, and it was only, well, it was $4, so it wasn't super cheap, but I just thought it was like the cutest thing ever. Those are little teeny tiny ghosts. I mean, can you stand it? It's so cute, and they're edible too. And then the last thing I got, this is gonna be loud. We're gonna deal with it. There we are. Of course, Rae Dunn. I like Rae Dunn, but I don't have any black mugs to my recollection. And although it says morning, can you see it? Can you see this being kind of like spooky together a little bit? Maybe, maybe not, but I was really enjoying that. It was $4 on clearance, so those are my purchases. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes and kind of get the purchases put away. Ruby desperately needs a walk and a bath tonight. I might try to, we have some apples that we got at Costco, not super good eating quality, so might try to make a pie before Nate gets home. We're just gonna have a simple salad for dinner, but it might be kind of nice to have a ooey gooey yummy apple pie for dessert. So I think I might do those things, and it should be a pretty relaxing yet eventful evening. we are just about ready to eat dinner. This is what we're having. It's just kind of there's some chicken and cheese and bacon, croutons, and there's some lettuce. Hit it in there, I promise. It's the world's most unhealthy salad. We're gonna pair it with some of this Lighthouse Homestyle Ranch. Got my oven preheating here, and we've got the pie ready to go in the oven. Oop, there's my oven. Funny story, I made the crust the first time around without butter. So I don't know what I was thinking. So I had to throw it out. It was at the 1 hour it had been chilling in the fridge, and I threw it out, and I didn't let this chill. So we'll see how it goes. I know I don't do a fancy edge. It's rustic at best, but it's just a crust. I used a Martha Stewart from her baking handbook, cookbook, just a simple crust. And then this is apples. I use my KitchenAid peeler, which I will link below, to cut up the apples, put some cinnamon, sugar, and just a little bit of butter in there. And then I've been mixing this up. This is just a simple streusel. It is half a cup of butter with a cup of flour and a half a cup of brown sugar. So we're just gonna get that poured on top. And the crust recipe made enough that I could have put a crust. Oops, I'm spilling. I could have put a crust on top, but this is way easier. And honestly, I like it way better. My hands are all washed up, so I'm just gonna kind of press that around. And then most important thing, gotta get my spillage on my pan here. Most important thing I always think when you're baking a pie is to put it on a cookie sheet in your oven. That way, if it boils over, you save yourself a lot of headache, having to clean that oven up. And then also in this state, if you wanted to roll out the other crust, if you had enough fruit, you could throw one in the freezer, freeze indefinitely. And this is gonna cook for 45 to 50 minutes. If it was in a frozen state, I would cook it for about an hour and a half. So it is a super easy thing to throw together. I think people think pies are more complicated than they are, but this is going to be a great dessert, and we're going to eat our yummy salads first and then get Ruby in the bath and come back to our yummy dessert. Okay, our pie is in the oven, and it is time for you to experience the chaos that is Ruby's bath time. A few months ago, I should say, I put a little bit of her bath on a weekend vlog, and somebody had commented to me that they wish they could have seen the whole thing. So this time around I was like, all right, you can see the whole thing. It's a little chaotic, but I promise it has gotten a lot better. We had always taken her into the groomer, and then when COVID hit and our groomer closed, we started doing those baths at home, and it has taken a while for her to get the hang of it, for us to get the hang of it. We don't really know what we're doing. We just try to get her in there and suds her up. Right now, it's kind of a two-person job. We'll switch on and off. Sometimes I'll do it, sometimes Nate, sometimes we'll do it together. Nate definitely is better with the getting her dry and bathed thing, and I am better with the blow dryer, but it is a little chaotic chasing her around. Our rugs get bunched up. We are just kind of following her around, giving her treats and trying to get her as dry as possible. But somewhere near the end, she starts sitting like a good little girl and really likes the blowies. We always call it the blowies, the hair dryer, on her face. And she does a really good job overall, but it was really hard to film, and it's a little chaotic, but cute. Okay, it is about 9 o'clock. The pie is done. One might argue it's a little overdone. It's definitely monochromatic, but it looks delicious. How's your pie, Nathan?
Delicious.
I guess it's good, huh? So I think I am going to sign off for this Wednesday evening. I'm already in my jammies. Ruby had a bath. We're eating pie and watching some diving on the Olympics. So all around a pretty good night, and we're going to hit the hay early, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, welcome to Thursday, says the girl with the crazy hair on a crazy day. Once again, I am not checking in until evening. Trust me. You didn't miss much. It's been kind of a tired, crazy sort of day. I went in, I was at work all day today, just kind of a nothing morning. It was funny. I got to work this morning and somebody asked me what I did last night, and I couldn't think of it. I couldn't tell her one thing I did the evening before. And it took me 10 minutes. So I went back and I was like, not that you care, but we hung out at home, and I baked a pie and, whatever. And it was just funny that I think it's a level of stress that I'm experiencing with the house hunting and everything going on that I actually can't remember what I'm doing one day to the next. But it's going to be okay. It's a crazy but fun week. So it is Thursday, about 6 o'clock, a little after 6. We are just hanging out. Nate brought home some takeout. I just kicked it into high gear and started cleaning as soon as I got home. I'm really hoping to head into the weekend with a clean house, and I got the lower level, just like a quick vacuum dust, floor swept, that kind of thing, and feels good to have that done, just a quick power clean. And we are, you guessed it, off to look at a couple more houses tonight. We've just been sitting here discussing it. We've already checked in with our realtor. Both houses we feel like are underpriced for the market, and that's probably a strategy to drive up the price. And they'll likely go for, I mean, things are going 70, 80. I wouldn't be surprised on one of these if it went like 100,000 over asking. I mean, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy out there. But we also know that sometimes when things seem impossible, God shows up, and we just don't know what we don't know. So we're going to go look and just stay positive. And if we want to put in an offer, we will just do our best. I've written love letters before. I don't know really if that makes a difference or if people are all about the money, but I just know that in this life, nothing is certain and we don't know what's going to happen, and it's not doing any good to stress about it even before we see the homes or be negative thinking that we won't get it. You know, there's just, in the city that we live in, which is Woodbury, Minnesota, very, very little comes on the market. And this is the first time that we've had 2 homes that we are really excited about. Most of the time it's been 1 home, 0 homes, and we're just like, meh, okay, we'll go look. We're not super, but we are excited about both of these houses. So I'm going to take you along, show you around, and then the rest of the evening might be putting in an offer on a house, or either way, maybe consoling ourselves with ice cream. Haven't quite decided how it's all going to play out, but I'm going to go change. I'm still in my work clothes. I just realized I cleaned the whole house wearing one of my nicer dresses, which I don't really know why I did that. So I'm going to go put on some more comfy clothes and we're going to go a house hunting. Come with us. All right, welcome to house number 3 this week. This one came on the market in Woodbury, and it's hard to find houses on the market in Woodbury. They've been few and far between, it seems, especially in the kind of the price point that we are looking at. But this one came on well within our price point, even on the lower end of things, and it was obviously priced very, very low. And the traffic was just insane. They were allowing overlapping showings. And then we found out when we got there, there was already 5 offers. There was like 4 or 5 different parties in the house. So we are like masked up and walking around and getting the lay of the land. And it really, really, truly is a gorgeous home. But even if we weren't in the crazy market that we were in, this was an underpriced home. So it will likely go, I'm thinking like 100,000 over what it's listed as at. And that is not an exaggeration. That's a legit number because it was in a pricier neighborhood, and just, we don't know really what the realtor was thinking. There was some confusion. You heard a lot of people talking about it, but wanted to show you because I always like looking at homes, and it is a gorgeous home. It was fun to walk through, but we knew almost right away that it just wasn't even worth our time to put in the offer. Even in the notes, it said that the buyer needed to be able to cover the cost over the appraisal price, which is happening more and more. You know, people are bidding on things and then the appraisal's coming in lower and there's a lot of negotiating, and these people are saying up front, like, if you want this house, you're going to have to pay through the nose for it. So it wasn't something that we were going to consider. But that said, I was so excited to see this bathroom that had a separate deep soaking tub. I have that in the townhouse that we have now. I don't expect that we would get it in a new home when we find one, but I do love having a bath. So when we get a home, hopefully we'll be able to remodel or do something where we can have a deeper soaking tub, because my parents had that at their house and I'm just kind of spoiled with it. So I definitely want that someday. This house will definitely be one that we will keep an eye on just out of curiosity when it does close to see what the final price was. We've been looking now for so long. We started looking in March, and of course we're in August now, so we've had the opportunity to keep an eye on things and see what they went for. So we have, I think, a pretty good understanding in the market of what things are going at. But this house will go high, tremendous potential, completely empty basement that you're able to fix up and finish on your own. So house number 4, the last one that we're looking at tonight, we had emailed our realtor as soon as we saw this come on the market, and it only had 2 pictures, one of the outside of the house and one of the backyard. And looking at the location in the backyard, we knew that we definitely were interested in this house. It actually has a smaller yard, but it backs up to a park, and it has almost a resort-like feel with this patio. We found out it's actually wired for a hot tub where they have their grills right now as a hot tub pad. And we always wanted to be by a park or close to trails. That's what we love about where we live now. And the house itself was just icing on the cake. But when we got in there, we found that it was meticulously taken care of. It was well kept. They'd redone the kitchen with like a separate pantry and all soft close cabinets and granite countertops, and everything looked really clean and, like I said, well taken care of. It felt like the kind of place that you could just step into and make it your own, but you wouldn't need to worry about anything immediately. It would just be in your leisure, in your own time, make it what you want. So I took some time to investigate the kitchen. That's always going to be, besides location, kind of the number one thing for us. And the kitchen was just gorgeous. We like non-white cabinets, I guess. I know white cabinets are really a thing, but I really liked the cozy feel that wood look gives you, and the granite countertops, of course, were gorgeous. And then this one did have 3 bedrooms on the main level, and then it also had 2 downstairs. So 5 bedrooms was more than we could hope for. And again, as we're going through and looking at everything, nothing was perfect. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but this was definitely at the top of the list. It was, I think, out of all the houses we've seen, the one that we were most interested in for several reasons. So it had the 3 bedrooms, it had a great finished kitchen, and then the lower level, aside from having 2 bedrooms, did have a fireplace as well, which was also on a must-have list for us. But this is one of the rooms downstairs. Tons of storage. It kind of has this little hallway with bedrooms. It has a 3/4 bath, again downstairs on the lower level, and nothing felt like it needed to be changed, maybe updated or restyled, but that gorgeous fireplace and walkout patio, it was wonderful. All right, we just put in an offer and we are going to celebrate with some ice cream. Holy flavors, Batman. Ooh, blueberry cheesecake swirl looks good. They have maple nut. All right, so we just put an offer on the second house we saw tonight. What are you thinking, Nate?
I'm nervous, but I think we're gonna get it.
Okay.
It's very well updated.
It's got a nice
well
yard.
taken care of. Yep.
My brother volunteered to put a deck in and we both heard him.
Yep.
So Ryan, if you're watching this, we heard that. So we're hoping this is a celebratory ice cream. Oh my gosh. My hair is crazy. It is so humid out and I have no excuses. Here I am on camera in the most unflattering lighting that I think I've ever seen. This place just opened a couple weeks ago, so we haven't been here yet. It's Bridgman's Made in Minnesota ice cream, so it should be pretty good. We're nervous, we're excited. We signed all the papers, but we're not putting the offer in until tomorrow morning because we are gonna go home, write a little love letter, and the place was just, like Nate said, it's in really good shape, meticulously well cared for. So we just are going to pray that if this is what God has in store for us, that we get the house, and we're gonna be okay if we don't. All right, ice cream time. What'd you get, Nate?
I got Caramelicious.
Caramelicious. Okay, I got key lime, and we both got them in waffle dishes. Isn't this like just so stinking adorable? How is it?
It's good.
Good. Is it carameliciousness?
Caramely.
Ooh, that is really good. It's really limey. Okay, I'm gonna sign off for the night, mostly because I need to get out of the light where you can see every single freckle that I have. And I'll check in with you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Crazy Hair Friday, which is actually a lot like Crazy Hair Thursday, but now I slept on it and it is super duper humid outside. So it's just gonna be interesting today. So Ruby and I are out on our walk just in the woods and trails out behind our house here. We got dumped on last night. Like everywhere else in the country, we've been hurting for rain. So it was really a wonderful thing, but oh my gosh, we had this little storm. Nate and I were watching it on the radar pop up. And at first it looked like it was really small. It was gonna miss us, and then it was right on top of us. So we had like thunder shaking the house kind of storms last night. And it's just really damp and humid out as a result of that. But anyway, I'm a little winded, I think just because the air is so thick with the humidity this morning. But it is really nice to get out and take a nice, hopefully longish walk this morning. It's about 6:45. We are putting in the offer on the house this morning, feeling really good about it. Feeling like, obviously, we really liked the first one that we saw. It was more the style that we wanted, but it was way underpriced. I mean, people were talking about, wow, it's underpriced. There were 23 different cards from realtors on the kitchen island when we first came into the home to look, and they were doing overlapping multiple showings. We weren't there very long. We were there just ourselves at first, and then there was like 12 other people in the house with us. So anyway, we just figured we want to have faith that God will lead us to the right house, but it just didn't feel right. There was too much wrong with it, and it was too underpriced. It's going to go really, really high. So the second one that we saw checks off a lot on our list, and it's been meticulously maintained, cared for, updated. It's got like new siding and windows and a roof from hail damage in 2017. So that's huge. So we're really excited. We're really hopeful about it. We kind of talked through what we want to put in our love letter last night, and I'm going to write that up yet this morning before I head into work, and we'll submit that, and then I don't know, we'll see. But man, it is muggy out here and I am getting winded. So Ruby and I are gonna go on maybe not quite as long a walk as I thought, but still nice out. So we are home and it is time for breakfast. This is one of my favorite breakfasts. My yolk already broke, but it is a piece of, they call it sweet potato toast. So just a slice of sweet potato that's been roasted with some bacon. Nate made me, I think it's called a coddled egg. I don't know, he does this fancy thing and it's delicious with a little bit of guacamole on top. And then over here, I've made myself a vanilla latte proper. Latte proper, meaning I used actual milk instead of almond milk. So I'm excited for breakfast on a Friday morning. And I did get up and pull myself together. My hair is a little less crazy now, but it's still humid, so I kept it up. It's just gonna be one of those days. I was planning on filming a little bit more throughout the day, but Nate and I were just kind of talking about our plans for this evening, and we both decided on absolutely nothing. We're gonna wait and hear about the house. We're just going to kind of take some deep breaths and relax. I didn't get up early and finish cleaning upstairs, so I do need to do that maybe tonight or this weekend. But other than that, we are just gonna be pretty chill. So I'm gonna sign off on the vlog this morning because I'm sure I have more than enough with all the crazy shenanigans of the week. I wanna thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you here. I hope you enjoyed following along in our weekly activities. And if you did like the video, please click that like button below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.